morning, everybody. Welcome to Embracing Wisdom with Stacie. How cool is this? I have wanted to start a podcast for many, many years, and it's just something that I've never really chosen to do. I haven't felt like I've had the time to do it. There's other things in my life that I wanted to do, but I really felt like now's the time. This last 3 months of hard hip replacement, infection, etc., has left me with kind of a new mindset and kind of a new, I don't know, outlook on my life. And I want to share that. There's a lot of things I want to talk about on this podcast. The essence of this podcast, the foundation of it, is how to live your best life authentically, with passion, with grace, how to be your best self, and to do that even when life shows up and it's hard. And that's where it gets really tricky, right? It's easy to live our best life when everything's smooth and things are going well. It's a little bit harder when we're overcoming huge challenges. So when I sat down and sort of did a mind map, which we'll talk about what is a mind map in coming episode and how to use a mind map, I really found a lot of topics that were woven together in different ways. But I want to share with you episode 1 coming up next Monday. It's just my story and how I came to be a person that lives a grateful life that's based on goodness, that's based on service, that's based on seeing the potential in all people, because it wasn't always that way. And so I'll share that story next week in the first official episode. So it's just the intro episode. And then I have, from that mind map, I came up with a ton of topics that I really am passionate about. I'm passionate about gratitude. I'm passionate about setting an intention every single day of your life, an intention for your year. I'm passionate about having a morning ritual. What does that look like for busy people, young moms, kids, people who are working full-time jobs or more? What does the morning ritual look like and why is it important? I want to talk about mindset training and how maybe you've lived your life with the same thought pattern over and over and over. And a lot of those thought patterns that we have lived with is lack and limitation. There's not enough, or I'm not good enough. And I want to teach you some techniques to turn that mindset around that is tangible and science-based and really can be effective. I want to talk about overcoming hard things and taking the lemons in your life and making some sweet lemonade, because it can be done. It's amazing when we just shift our thinking about what we're experiencing in our life, even the hard stuff. I want to talk about worthiness and how that influences how we make decisions based on relationships, jobs, even money. Even money. We're going to talk about the hard stuff. I want to talk about fun stuff too, like gardening and cultivating joy. And how do you do that on the day-to-day? How do you cultivate and grow happiness and joy in your life? And then I want to talk a little bit about the world that I came from prior to my life waking up, as I call it, and how learning to be an advocate for my daughter who has multiple disabilities empowered me in so many ways. And if you're a parent or a caregiver, or you're an aunt, or your brother has a child with a disability and they're drowning in it, I want to have an episode or two on all of the legalities and advocate skill set that we need when we're caring for somebody who can't care for themselves. And I don't think there's a lot out there on how to become a guardian, how to get paid to take care of your child, all of these things, how to advocate in an IEP school setting. And if you don't know what that means, we'll get there. But there's a lot that has happened in the last 23, 24 years of my life that has put me on a path to be exactly where I am and who I am, and live with grace and live with gratitude. And I want to share that. I also want to hear from you. I want a community sense here. I don't want to just get on and blab all the time. I want to know things that you're curious about. If you have questions, if you have ideas, if you maybe are struggling and you think, well, maybe Stacie has something, some wisdom. That's why I'm calling it Embracing Wisdom, because I want to embrace everybody's wisdom, not just mine. But if you have something that can be of benefit and then we have a conversation about it, that's even better. Eventually, I'm hoping to have some guests on the podcast because I want to learn too. And I want to interview some special people that I've met over the last couple of years that I think could enlighten us all in living a simpler, more joy-based life, even during hard times. That's my thing. If you've been following along the hip replacement saga, it's been hard, but it's not the only hard thing I've done in my life. And the resiliency that I choose to have every day, even though I'm struggling with this process of healing, I hope will inspire you. So let's keep chatting. Podcast will drop Mondays. It'll be available. Hit that subscribe button. And that will help you and it will help me. And then if you have people in your life that you think would benefit from some of these topics that I have planned, share this podcast with them because that building of community is powerful. I say all the time in my yoga classes that every thought, action, and word that we have throughout any given day is like throwing a little pebble into a lake. And what we throw into that lake ripples out and influences the people closest to us. I know firsthand how when I woke up and I changed my thinking, my actions, and my words about myself and about others, I influenced the people right around me, my little nucleus of people, my family. My youngest son was only 5 years old when at 5 years old, he identified something's different, Mom. Something's different. You don't yell anymore. And so I was influencing him. There was a little ripple effect happening. And he then experienced a more peaceful mom, a calm mom, an advocate, a warrior. And he has grown up to now be an amazing father, an amazing, calm, sensible, mindset-driven young man. So I do know that we influence people. And then what happens is that those people then say, wow, I'm going to watch my thoughts, my words, and my actions, and the people around them are influenced. And so it all trickles back to that one little pebble that you chose to throw into the lake of life on any given day, even when we're struggling, that can influence who knows how many people. So that's what I want to do. I want to help myself and you continue to throw in pebbles that will make a difference in the world. So invite people to join along. It's powerful. It's a great thing. And I will see you Monday. If you have some ideas for topics, feel free to pop some in the comments. I got a long list going, but the list is endless. Okay. So let's keep going and I'll see you on Monday. I'll see you next week. Have a great week.